but in that moment, we're all there, and our stories are all kind of linked. So my films tend to have that kind of idea.
Transcending language and moving us all.
The need to not just look at something, but to be part of something so important.
From those who have made their mark and those who have left it.
What we really need to see is trust being given to marginalized artists, and the marginalized artists putting positions of power of storytelling down.
We explore them all. Art, music and culture from the BBC World Service.
Hello, I'm Giovanni, and today on the Life Scientific Podcast, career-inspired artist Nancy Camerson Rainforest. Alexandra Antonelli grew up in the very rural Brazil. Today, he looks after millions of processes as director of science and gardens, where he explores questions like how food production can adapt to climate change and whether plants contain medicine for the future. That's the Life Scientific Podcast after the news.
With the BBC News, I'm Roisin Hasty. The director of the largest hospital in Gaza says a mass grave has been prepared for nearly 180 people, including babies. He said the patients died after vital hospital equipment failed because of power cuts caused by Israel's offensive against Hamas. President Putin has pardoned the person convicted of the murder of the Russian journalist Anna Politkovskaya in 2006, serving a 20-year sentence for signed a contract to serve the Russian army in Ukraine. One of Haiti's most powerful gang leaders has been killed, prompting fears of new turf wars between groups fighting for control of his territory. Iscandris was one of 3 leaders in control of the district of Port-au-Prince. The international charity MSF has criticised the ban on life-saving surgical supplies being transported to hospitals in Sudan's capital, Khartoum. MSF said it was likely to lead to the preventable deaths of hundreds of people over the coming months. The army in Mali captured the town of Kida, a stronghold for Tuareg-dominated separatist groups. The country's military leader said the army had inflicted heavy losses on the rebels. Iraq's top court has ruled the country's most powerful Sunni politician, Mohammed al-Rusi, thrown out of parliament. He did not give a reason for the verdict. Increasing volcanic activity
and evolve. So it's very linked to climate as well, because locally you have a massive impact on the weather conditions. So, if you have a mountain, there'll be much rain on one side of it, and then what we call a rain shadow that's 5 or 6 years old, and then all of a sudden it's this smooth, metallic thing flying towards you. And I was quite scared, to be honest, because this huge thing flying right towards me, and then it took a turn and flew away. And that was a morpho butterfly, one of the largest species of butterflies that have been in forest. And I was really struck, because I didn't know those things could exist. And that completely changed my understanding and my interest in what I could find in the forest. And I've always been a collector. I always would gather shells and stones and beetles and put them in my pocket and bring home to look at them. And it's just an amazing memory that I still think a lot about.
So that event is what kick-started your obsession with collecting specimens?
Possibly, yeah. A couple of years later, I didn't know anyone who was collecting insects and looking at, creepy things, but I was reading a Donald Duck magazine when I was a kid, and then I saw this butterfly net, and he chased butterflies, and they just made one of them, built some form and put it together. And one day I saw one of those flying, and I ran for my life, and then I did manage to catch one of those, and I was very, very proud of having one of those, because they were really, really difficult to catch.
Is it true you still have that?
I do. Yes, I do have it at home.
That's so
Yeah.
sweet.
And I've applied for all the permits to bring it home, but yeah,